My first question is, what makes your first language different from other regional dialects?
What makes our language different from other dialects is how we pronounce words, like words with an H from sounding. Like for example, yung bangos naging bango, yung tasa naging taha, ganun.
My second question is, does your accent help in identifying your ethnic background?
Yeah.
Does your accent help in identifying your ethnic background?
Yes. Yung accent kasi namin is from high. We start with high, like Tagalog sa nakapunta sa amin, hey, umayam! Stay.
The first question is, what makes your first language different from other regional dialects?
Itima ko nak atoy panag sasaumi kan ajay ayog may tanog sasao kami ke tima ko nanti sa baling nga tao ke agungungos kami ngumaday so nga ajay lang matima ko nak.
Does your accent help in identifying your ethnic background?
Well, atoy ayog may no mangag tita tao amudan nga Ilocano ak karkaro iti tatao dito'y Cordillera nogsawak na kastoy amuna nga Ilocano ak nanok ng garang di ayog mi gamay so aja iti makuna.
What makes your first language different from other regional dialects?
Siguro sa Tagalog, first is yung accent. Kasi sa iba, mas mahalata mo kasi pag ano na yung dialect nila eh. Yung mga, and second, yung sigurong pagbaliktad ng mga salita, like sa Lodi, ganun. Ginagawa lang, ay dapat idol yun, di ba? Yung Lodi, tapos yung malupit, ginagawa lang pet malu, ganong salita.
Pause. The second question is, does your accent help in identifying your ethnic background?
Siguro oo, kasi sa Tagalog naman, common na yan yung parang ginagamit na natin sa Philippines. Kaya kung nagtagalog, nakita mong fluent siya magtagalog, alam mo siyang Tagalog, pero meron din kasi yung kunwari sa Bisaya, mahalata mo yung accent nila pag nagtagalog sila eh. So, yun lang.
Can speak Arabic and English.
In your native, how will you determine if you are speaking Kurmay or not?
What?
How will you determine if you are speaking Kurmay or not?
Should I give you language? In Arabic or English?
Well, it's the best.
Because in English, because it will be hard if I say it in Arabic. English. But yeah, I will try in Arabic. So, ممكن اليوم ناخذ درس نستفيد من بعض, but this is formal. It's like polite way. What I am with my friends, I will say, a little relaxed. It's a bit different between them. It's not the same. Even the words, it's not the same. The second sentence that I gave, it's informal. The first, it's formal. So,
Thank you, sir.
Sorry?
language is one.
Can you provide some wisdom on use informal seating or informal communication? Can you provide some phrases that you usually use informal seating or informal casual seating? One last question. What can you say about Filipinos being in a multilingual society?
That is both skills are valuable at school now because we all are not understanding that.
That's okay. Thank you.
We are the group 4 and we have Kuya. So for the first question po, in terms of communication, do you think there is a difference in how men and women send and receive messages? What would be the difference?
For me, yes, there's a difference between men and women receiving messages. The difference could be the way they understand the message and that's all. Yeah.
And so, sa number 2 po, in terms of communication, what advice can you give to women so that they will understand men's way of communicating?
For me,
Advice?
the advice that I can give to women so that they can understand the message is they should lower their pride so that they can understand the message.
That I've noticed would be men would be sending messages more nonchalant or parang limited yung mga words na gagamitin nila. While women, on the other hand, are more verbal, mas structured yung mga sentences na yan nila. This is on text or verbal is. I both. So far that's what I've noticed. Parang men are not really good at communicating. Habang girls naman, they're more verbal and more because mas complex yung mga structures of answering.
So for the last question, in terms of communication, what advice can you give to women so that they would understand men's way of communicating?
So, siguro advice ko sa mga women, since as guys, we're not really good at communicating, most of us at least, siguro ask us questions more instead of like, parang you hear something from them or you receive a message from them, instead of like trying to find out yourself, ano bang meaning talaga nito, ano bang ganun, you ask questions to them. Kasi, I think for me naman, I'm willing to answer questions as long as my sense. So, yeah, ask more questions, at least like to clarify things better.
We are the group 4 and today we have Ate. And so for the first question po, in terms of communication, do you think there is a difference in how men and women send and receive messages? What could be the difference?
For me, magkaiba yung way kung paano magbato ng salita yung men and women. Usually kasi parang mas expressive yung women pag nagsasalita sila. Tapos, parang yung voice kasi direct to the point ng salita. So, minsan yung girls, alam naman natin lahat, medyo may paligid dito.
Sa next question po, in terms of communication, what advice can you give to men so that they would understand women's way of communicating?
Siguro kailangan nilang yung mga sinasabi ng women, kailangan nilang parang kasi hindi naman sasalita yung babae ng walang pinanggagalingan. So, if ever na kumari may conflict, kailangan nilang isipin kung bakit nasabi ng girl or gano'n. Kasi medyo, sa totoo lang, medyo talagang mas mahirap intindihin pag babae yung kausap mo. Hindi sa prejudice. Pero kasi may iba naman na madali kausap ng babae. Pero usually kasi, wala. Para sa akin kasi sa mga namit kong tao, yung voice tone, kung anong gusto nilang sabihin, sasabihin nila. Medyo mas nag-iingat sa words ng babae.
Sana ko na. So, for the first question po, in terms of communication, do you think there is a difference in how men and women send and receive messages? What could be the difference?
For me, I believe na yes, there is a difference. Based on experience, guys tend to, guys tend to talk, pero minsan kasi parang they're not really sure or they just send what they think is okay. Pero for girls kasi parang nag-overthink tayo. So parang, he could say something like parang kumain ka na. You could associate that with him being mad kapag kunyari wala siyang emoji. If you're talking online. Pero pagdating naman sa face-to-face, kunyari, you guys are talking, right? Tapos, so kunyari we're together, no? Tapos naka-phone, tapos nakausapin kita, tapos di mo kami nausap or hindi ka nakapag-eye contact sa akin. Automatically, the girl will think parang, uy, bakit siya ganito, ganyan? Tapos, so parang, we're going to feel rejected yung mga gano'n. Yun po. So I think there's really a difference how girls and guys present themselves, both face-to-face and online.
For the last question, in terms of communication, what advice can you give to men so that they would understand women's way of communication?
For me, hindi ko naman sa nila lahat ng guys. Pero siguro, there are some guys that can understand at the same time, nasa gitna, tapos at the same time, wala talaga. So, let's say the first guy is kapag lumaki siya with a family that has a lot of women in their place. So, parang that guy tends to understand a woman more. Or, kunyari nasa gitna, it's just his way. Yung kunyari friendly siya. So, parang my advice to guys is, if you will understand a woman, it depends din kasi if what's your relationship. Let's say, friends lang kayo, keep it as friends. Yung parang, how you interact din with guys, pero keep in mind na babae siya. So parang they're more sensitive. Tapos, pagdating naman sa if it's your significant other or someone special to you, you have to pay close attention to their feelings.
Pigpig some
of the gay lingo become Islam among the recent generation. What could be the factor that make gay lingo so para kayo?
Influence, na-influence naman kami sa by communication sa school na aaral ng mga bata kami sa influence by the Facebook ba nun mga
Sikat artista rin. Vice ka daw. Tapos yung pangalawang mong to when do you usually use your feeling or your idea how gay language evolve?
nagagamit niyo yung language namin sa jokes kung meron kang mga kaibigan ko gano'n.
Like yung mga kasama ko sa Pilipino ko.
Yun. Sa mga basta yun, para maka-build kami ng friends, mga partnerships. Yun.
Salamat po. Ang pangalan niyo?
Vince na lang po. Yun.
Some of the gay lingo becomes among the recent generation. What could be the factors that make gay lingo so among sa mga
Ako to generation, di ba paano nagamit yung salita natin na karamihan sa
depende sa kanila. Kasi madali lang naman talaga i-adapt yung salita ng bilang gay language. Yung ganun kasi wala sa notebook, diba? Kumbaga, kami lang talaga ang gumawa nito. Kung paano namin isalita sa
Kaya nga,
bawat
sabi ko,
bakla
ba't di mo lang kunin yung anak mo?
na
Kung
sinasabi.
ganyan siya, kung ano pinagsasabi sa
Sa
iyo.
amin kasi napakadali at ibig sabihin ng language na bilang sa LGBT community. Pag ba, for example, marami kami gabaklaan na sama-sama. Is madali yun. Kumbaga, napakadali sambitin at impact yun salita.
Inaano kasi ni Richard, ikaw daw kumuha kay Ronron.
Sa generation yun.
Yung ano po, sabi mo yung ano,
Oo. Kasi hindi niya makuha yan, eh, buksan kukuha.
paano yung makukulong yung salita mo?
Kasi napakadali lang naman yun. Tulad namin. Marami kami
Inuobliga naman na niya kayo, kung ano namang inaano niya.
marami kahit saan nagkaradala yung salita. Kuma-adapt din ng karamihan kahit lalaki, babae, alam din nila yun.
Parang nadudubli-dubli pa nga yung gastos.
Sa Cardinal